What is going on, YouTube guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here. In this episode, I do want to talk about some great singles that are great opportunities in the current market. So stay tuned, guys, for some really good information using facts, data, analytics, and of course, a little bit of opinion. And before we dive into this video, feel free, guys, to join the Discord. We are on the road to 1,000 members, and I can't thank you all for the insane community that we've built. And I really do mean that, guys. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And remember, none of this is financial advice. This is all my opinion, and let's dive into this video. So I want to start off first with this episode by going over where the current market is at in the hobby. I went over this last video, if you guys did watch that, which I practically talked about how the Pokemon market is currently cooked and everything is extremely just insane. And I just want to talk about it for 1 minute. I promise not to talk about it too long because if you guys watch that video, I don't want to waste your time. But I was letting out my anger last video, and I was talking about how stuff in the current market, guys, if you've not yet realized, it's absolutely insane. You know, we thought we were done. Not done. I should rephrase that. We thought the bull market would reach during the prismatic hype, and we would never see numbers like the prismatic numbers we had. But guys, we're going through another time right now where everything is exploding 5 times harder than what it was. Dust Rambles booster boxes up to 400 USD. Pokemon Center ETBs for Destin nearly 330. 151 Pokemon Center ETBs having a market price nearly 1,000. Prismatic ETBs climbing in substantial value again. Pokemon Center promos 250. Mew $700. All I'm trying to say here is that the numbers in the current market are just insanity. And let me know in the comments, do you guys agree with me or not? But like, are you scared? I really am, and I just need to know what you guys think. Now let's actually hop into this video. So there are some really great singles in the current market. I want to start off with trainer galleries. I'm going to talk about these for a long time in this channel, and they're growing very well. We actually had some breaking news. If you guys did not know this, the Rayquaza has taken the #1 spot, has officially flipped the Starmie, which I find kind of interesting. And here's my little throw out right there. I want to make this pretty clear. This is my opinion. I do think that the Umbreon will be the #1 in the trainer gallery list. I think it's just going to take some time when people start to realize that, damn, an Umbreon under $80, bro. Oh, I should probably cop this. Yeah, that's what's probably going to happen. But across the board, guys, these are getting really hot. The Rayquaza is up to 20, Mew's up to 21, Pikachu up to 20. I was talking about these cards for a hot minute. $10 these were. The Charizard's doing really well. But the Umbreon, guys, is nearly up 41% in the past month. Going back to what I was saying earlier, bro, the Pokemon hobby is cooked. This is not normal. But more so, we have the Umbreon, which has done very well, guys. But past 6 months, dude, really since like January, March, right? Its all-time high was 86. We have not even crossed the all-time high yet, and I think it's a matter of time before we get there. But we are getting pretty close. We also do have celebrations. I'll talk about that in a second. But to sort of go over all of these lists, guys, to pick out a few, which ones I think are going to do substantially well, I do want to pick the Umbreon VMAX as the #1 spot. It's an Umbreon. Evolutions do very well. Think about it. What caused the 2020 hype? What caused the 2025 hype? What's going to cause the next big Pokemon boon? Most likely Evolutions. And that's just a fact, right? I mean, that's what caused the last two. Foreshadow, think. Next up, if I had to pick one, I would definitely choose these Goldish cards, guys. I think the Mew, Rayquaza, or Pikachu are great buys right now. Even for $20, you're not going to be losing a lot of money. They were like $10, $8 like a month ago, not even. So you missed out a little bit, but I do think these are going to hit 50 by the end of the year easily. And lastly, if I had to put my little dibs on it, going on to the second page, guys, there's some sleeper hits on here. That being the Evolutions. The Vaporeon, Flareon, Eevee, and Jolteon. I do think these are going to do very well. And the Snorlax. Oops, I almost forgot about the Snorlax. And the Zekrom too. But like, all I'm trying to say here, guys, is that these cards are really solid. And think about it, very respectable Pokemon. And for the cherry on top, the Kingdra. The only reason why I'm bringing up this card is because of this card. This is $70, and this is $7. Nearly 10x less cheaper. And there's no reason for this card not to be as crazy as that card. I get it that the artwork of that promo was absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong, but sometimes history repeats itself, guys. Why is every Charizard card pumping right now? Because Phantasmal Flames is releasing in November. This Kingdra pumped very high, and this one has really not yet moved. Of course, it's up past month of 43%, that's good movement, but I do think that this will probably hit a $20 card when people start to realize that, damn, Kingdra card, bro, I guess I'll get that? $7? Let me buy a few. Next up, guys, we have celebrations. I want to talk more importantly about the classic collection here. We also, not really a classic collection because the Mew's in here, but like all I'm trying to say is that celebrations is still fantastic. It might seem like a little bit out, like, oh, I missed out, guys. Celebrations exploded. Again, the Umbreon Gold Star for $80, guys. I think this is a snag. I wanted a PSA 10 copy of this card for a long time. Unfortunately, I missed out on it. And I'm probably not going to get one because it's probably too expensive now. But I do have a raw copy in a near mint, most likely a PSA 9 or 10. That's how the condition looks. And going back to what I was saying, guys, Umbreons are very, very respectful, solid Pokemon cards. And me personally, I think those are fantastic buys. For $80, there's really not much to lose. We also have the Gold Mew. The Bubble Mew pushed to 700. We also have, what other Mew, dude? The Crown Zenith Mew, which I'll talk about later, pumping to 40. Guys, this is a $65 card from Celebrations. If you know, you know. I was preaching about this card for the longest time. In fact, we even made it a meme on this channel. Gold Mew SHII. Gold Mew shit, if you guys don't know that. But like, anyway, we're currently in the market. Stuff is up double, triple. $60, I still think is a fantastic thing. And again, the main reason why I think Celebrations as a set, if you guys are wondering why all the cards are great buys, I think, is just due to the fact that we have the 30th anniversary slowly approaching. We have not gotten any leaks. No one's really talking about it, which is fine. But like, if you want to stay 5 steps ahead instead of 2 steps ahead, then know how the current market works and know and predict what's coming out. And I do think that when the 30th anniversary set gets a leak and officially gets, in the current scheme of things, all of these cards and the Celebration set is going to pump massively. Next up, guys, we have Lost Origin. I know Lost Origin's kind of iffy because prices of this set is extremely high. I'm not going to go too far into this, but I do want to talk about the Giratina because the Giratina, if you do have the budget for this, I do think that, look at the past, bro. This is done very, very well. It peaked its all-time high, guys, in nearly, during the Prismatic hype, right? $700. It fell all the way back down to 500, and it's up to 550, 575, whatever you can get it for. I think that's as easily going to pass its all-time high again, especially where the current market is moving. And a lot of people can easily see this as a $1,000 card, and I can sort of see that. Guys, the booster box is literally almost 1K. ETBs, regular ETBs, not even Pokemon Center ETBs, are pushing 150. Booster bundles are pushing 100. So I think the Giratina has a long way to grow still. And also a little throw-in, the Aerodactyl. I do not like this card personally just because it's not a Pokemon I like or sort of believe in. But if you do like the Aerodactyl and you do like the second chase card of Crown Zenith, of Lost Origin, then I think this is a good buy. The reason I do think is just because if you look at the current chart, guys, this thing has really had no movement. It's up 35%. That's movement. But like theoretically speaking, like every other card that's up 1,000% since the past year, this one has really not grown. And I think it's going to get its time where this pushes to a $200-$300 card. Not because, it's Aerodactyl and everyone loves Aerodactyl, but because it really hasn't seen the movement. Like, if you guys don't know what's going on yet, I'll give you guys a little insider information. Not that I am insider information, but like, it's a domino effect, guys. That's what the current market is doing, right? They're buying out one product. They're manipulating one product. If that's a card or a sealed, thing, they skyrocket the price and they move on to the next item. And I do think that Aerodactyl will eventually be one target. I have my sniper eye on this card, guys. Just know that. Next up, we have Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith has been pumping. If you guys don't know this, the Mewtwo has officially took the #1 spot, flipping the Giratina. And as a set, it's been growing really, 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 really well. I do, oh shoot, we'll get to that later. Now, I'm not just going to say, well, guys, every card of Crown Zenith is great buy. I can't really repeat myself all the time. But to really go more specifically into things, I always like to find, the cheaper products, the cheaper buys. I think the Riolu, guys, is probably going to skyrocket soon. Think about it. The Mega Evolution ETB has a Riolu promo card. Most recent sale, $2.90. Guys, you're not going to be losing a lot of value here. This can pump to a $10, $15, $20, $30 card. That's the current market we're in. That's the current market we're in that we can see stuff like that happen. And also, bro, this stuff, guys, on the second page for $10, $5, it's not even bad buys. Like, every single card on here is great. Even on the third page, bro, right? Let me change my music, guys. Hold up. Let's do... Oops, sorry, chat. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Even the Diddle, bro. Like, I know this is a meme, but like, it's a beautiful card. It's cool. I respect it and I like it. And I do think this is going to do well, right? It's just like that thought process with it. Next up, we have the Mewtwo V, guys, from Pokemon Go. I think this is a current sleeper build. It has officially passed its all-time high during the prismatic hype. If you guys look at that, you know, oh, January, bro, February, sort of, it really did peak in February, to be honest. $55. Right now, we're pushing to $58. I don't know how people still don't know or still don't believe in this. Pokemon Go has been one of those few sets that I've been saying that's probably going to explode one of these days. And the Mewtwo has officially done that and demonstrated that, passing its all-time high by $3 as of the time we speak. Listen, guys, Mewtwo is a great Pokemon. It's in Destined Rivals, and we're eventually going to get a Mega Mewtwo card in the brand new Mega set. So I think that this card for still 60 is extremely well. Lastly, we have the Machamp V from Astral Radiance. Again, sort of like the Aerodactyl, not a really good card that I believe in a lot, but up 15% in the past year. Again, not a lot of growth. And where the current market is at, I think the domino effect will happen. Buyouts of these chase cards from the Sword and Shield era are definitely along the way. And there's really not too much to lose, guys. It is Machamp, it is respected, it is a known Pokemon, and it is the top chase card of the Sword and Shield set. Definitely Astral Radiance. It's not a bad Sword and Shield set. It's definitely, you know, better than, you know, Rebel Clash, Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage. So if you want to pick up a chase card for 150 from a decent Sword and Shield set, then this is something to pick up. Now, if you guys watch all the way to the end and are saying Pokestocks, I'm overwhelmed. What products do you really believe in Pokestocks? Like, what should I really buy? Guys, I think that the Mewtwo, I'll go over my top 3. Number 1 is probably going to be the Umbreon VMAX. I think this is a great card, and just due to what we see the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies currently at, I think this will follow. Not at that price point, but with the hype along it. The Umbreon Gold Star, same premise here, and the Mewtwo. I do think that these 3 cards, guys, are probably the sleepers, or not I don't like to use the word sleeper, but you know, the top ones of this. And that's going to go ahead and end out for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.